I'll be showing Search Progress, our newest Learning Accelerator in Microsoft Teams for Education. Search Progress is an information literacy tool where students can learn how to discern the credibility of sources and search more effectively, and having built-in reflection opportunities for those critical thinking skills. On the educator side, they get visibility into how students search and find information, sort of like showing your work in math, so you get maximum transparency into that information literacy. So let's get started. I'm here in a class team signed in as an educator, and I'm in assignments. I'm going to start out by going down to the create button and clicking, and then choosing new assignment. This opens up the assignment form, so let's give it a title and quick instructions. So the title is Astronaut Food, and we're going to have students search the internet to find out details about how astronauts survive in space. What do they eat? How many times a day do they eat? Etc. Also, write an essay detailing your findings. So in this case, I'm going to combine both search progress and have them turn in a Word doc essay. So that's what's nice. You can have standalone search progress, or you can combine it with another document type to attach, so you can combine those two. Next, we're going to go down to the Learning Accelerators button. This is a brand new button that has all of our learning accelerators. We have reading progress, and this is the new search progress. We'll be adding math progress and speaker progress in the future, so stay tuned for those. In this case, I will click on search progress. Here I am, and here's the new welcome screen for Search Progress. It talks about what it can do. With Search Progress, students can search without ads in a safe environment, view reliability and trust ratings, share reflections, and practice using real filters that work in both Bing and Google. You can also learn more about getting started here, or even watching videos and whatnot. But we're going to close this. So as the educator, I'm now ready to start using Search Progress. Now, for those of you that don't know what Search Coach is, which is the complementary coaching tool that goes along with this, I've got a much more detailed video in the upper right. You can click that link. I'm going to close this right here. This just gives the educator a sense of what Search Coach looks like. And again, I'm not going to dive into all the capabilities of Search Coach, but it is a very powerful tool. This is kind of like a search engine with training wheels that shows things like domain filters, file types, date range, operators, and more. You also get a nice little search tip of the day. So we're going to start out here, and we're going to go to the upper right and walk through what you have. So first is sources. How many sources would you like your students to turn in? You've got a bunch of choices here, 1, 5, 10, or 20. We'll leave this at 5 to start. Citations, those aren't quite out yet, but they're going to be coming very soon, so stay tuned for citations. Also an explanation. This one is really important. Describe why you saved this source. So when the students are saving sources, now you're going to get insight into why did you save that source. And lastly, a reflection. So this is where the student is going to give a reflection about all the different searches that they did and which ones were most helpful. You can turn these switches on or off. And the last thing, this is also coming very soon, you'll have a student view that shows what is the student experience going to be when they open this up. So you can get a sense of what it'll look like on the student side. And if you want, you can always watch a video of what that looks like. But all my settings right here are ready to go. So as an educator, I'm going to go to the upper right and click Next. This attaches search progress right here to the assignment. So very similar to reading progress, if you've used that one. Now we have search progress. In this case, I'm also going to attach a blank essay document that I'd like them to write. And this is going to be about astronaut food. So I will click New, and then Word document. I'll give it the title, Astronaut Food Essay, and click Done. And we're going to set this to students can edit because I'd like them to write that assignment. So students will edit their own copy. Now this assignment is ready to go out. I will set the due date. We'll set it for next Friday. And now at the bottom, I will click Assign. Next, I'll switch over to the student view and show what the student sees when they're doing their research using Search Coach and then attaching those sources to the assignment. I'm signed in as the student now, and here is the astronaut food assignment. I'm going to click this to open it up. Here's the assignment, astronaut food, and the instructions. So what I'm going to do now is click on Search Progress as the student and open it up. I get a nice first run experience, and it explains to me what Search Progress is. Also, as part of this assignment, your searches will be shared with your educator. So the educator is going to get great insights, and we're letting the student know that. I'll close this. Now as the student, I'm going to put in my first query. So here's a classic, just type a very basic query, and we'll hit go. Now these are the Search Coach results. You can see that All these results have NewsGuard integration. They have the domain, last crawled, as well as a search tip. Again, there's a detailed video on how to use Search Coach. But in this case, maybe I want to open up one of these links. So I will click this link right here. It opens up a new tab. And now I can scroll down and let's say I look through this site and I think, this is a great one. We're going to speed ahead. Now I'm going to go back to the Teams tab. After I've launched that site, this little link becomes active, this little plus. So I'm going to say save as a source. If I click here, over on the right, it is now saved. It says 1 of 5 sources, and we saved the query. This is really important because now the insight into those queries becomes visible to educators and students. It has the actual link right here, which I could delete if I want, and describe why you saved this source. So I'll give an answer here. Okay, I'm going to go back and do another query. Now I'm going to speed ahead and add a couple of more sources, and we'll get all the way up to 4. Now I've added 4 out of 5 sources. Let's say I found a source that I didn't use Search Coach for. Maybe I was in one of these sites here and I was clicking around and I found some different areas, and you say, oh gosh, this one right here, I was doing some lateral reading. I really like this one, but it didn't show up in Search Coach originally. What I'll do is I'll go up and click here and highlight, do Control-C, and go back into Search Progress. Right here at the bottom it says add a source found without searching. I'll click plus, and here's the URL, like here. How did I find this source? I used lateral reading, which is a great tip to really explore different sites, and describe why you saved the source. And click add. And now it has added that 5th source down at the bottom. Now I've got all my sources for this assignment, and I'm going to click next. This is the assignment summary for the student. The assignment instructions are here. The reflection, this is really key. Look at all of your searches and which ones were the most helpful. What's really nice is it shows the different searches that I did, the filters that I used, the websites that I opened, and those saved sources. So in this case, I'm going to give a reflection. If I scroll down further, it has all the summary of my sources. So here we are, all the different sources that I saved right here in a nice list. This makes it really powerful. It's almost like a super bibliography. Now at the bottom, I'm all set, so I'm going to click done. In addition, the educator had asked me to do the astronaut food essay. We're going to pretend that I filled out that essay using a lot of those sources that I found, and now I'm going to turn this full assignment in, Search Progress, as well as the essay. So in the upper right, I will click Turn In. Okay, now we're going to switch back to the educator and show the teacher review experience as well as the insights that the educator gets. I'm signed back in as the educator now, and I'm going to go to my assignments that I've given out, the astronaut food. I'm going to open this up. And it looks like my student has turned in the assignment. So I'm going to click here to go into the speed grader. Now I've switched over to Search Progress on the little chiclet over here on the right. And here's the summaries. 5 searches, 5 saved sources, and 4 sources opened. I can see the instructions. Here's the reflection that the student added. I can scroll down, and as the educator, I can see all the searches, the filters, the open websites, and I see the summary of all the sources, just like the student showed. I even get to see the queries that the student was making, astronaut and daily diet, site:/gov. So what's nice is, as an educator, if you can see all your students are making very basic queries like this, now you can see if they're getting more and more advanced, and you get a really nice summary right here. So if your students are making very basic queries, you can give them more feedback about how to improve their queries by using Search Coach and practicing more and more. If you want to switch to the astronaut food essay, you just click right here. It'll pull up the Word document. Now, in the next week or two, it's not quite out yet, we're going to be adding a feature that allows you to see insights directly from these insights cards right here at the top. I'm going to switch over to a prototype and show you what that looks like. This will fully roll out in about 2 weeks, so probably by early to mid-September. Here's the prototype. So I've got the Search Progress over here and then the astronaut food essay. If I click there, there's my essay, but we're going to go back to Search Progress and click on these cards. So in this case, I'm going to say there's 6 searches my student did. I also want to compare it to class. So if I click on this card, it pulls up insights comparing Christine to the rest of the class. So there's the 6 searches. This is 1 more than the rest of the class median and is 1 less of the class median on searches with filters. And you can look right here. Here's the searches, here's the filters, the different links open. I can also view the entire class data right here. So here's a word cloud of the class and the median searches of the class and the searches with filters median for the class. And I'll go back to student report. I'll close this. If I click on saved sources, I also get another set of insights. Same thing, this is looking at Christine compared to the class. Here are all the different saved sources: Wikipedia, NASA, History, UNESCO, Britannica. I can also go to view the class data and see what did my entire class do, looking at these different saved sources. If I close this, the last one is links opened. Click in here. There are some really interesting insights on this one. This column right here will show you what order was the link on the page. So in this case, the number one link on the page was Kids National Geographic. In this case, Wikipedia was the fourth link on the page, so number 4 in the list. You can see if kids are always only clicking the first link or not. It shows how many were opened by classmates. In this case right here, what's kind of cool, I can see that space.com, this link, no one else in the class opened it except for Christy. So you can get a lot of really interesting data from this page. If I drill into view class data, you'll see the ranking of the links. So Wikipedia was the most open, and NASA all the way down through Britannica. We'll close that. So really powerful data that historically hasn't been able to have visibility for the teacher. Now this is all making that thinking visible, and it's kind of like that supercharged bibliography. And to wrap up, an exciting announcement: Microsoft Education is going to be partnering with world-leading information literacy experts from the Digital Inquiry Group. This is a new nonprofit run by Dr. Sam Wineburg and Dr. Joel Breakstone from Stanford. These folks have been cited all over the world, whether it's Washington Post, New York Times, the BBC, and they've done world-leading research in this space. They're going to be working with us to develop and deliver all kinds of new curriculum resources and training materials later this school year. We actually partnered with Dr. Wineburg in the development of both Search Coach and Search Progress. If you want to keep up with all the latest Microsoft updates and tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel and then just ring the bell so you get all the latest videos that I post.